Welcome to Game Tato. This is Dustin the Grinch, and I want to know who won E3 2017. Okay, I already know, because I got my scale right here. I have a 3-point rating system for Game Tato, and it's based on what my expectations were. Did they surprise me? And what was the quantity of titles that they released? Okay, so we have 5 E3 press conferences, and then I included the Nintendo E3 Spotlight. Number 6, EA got last place. Anthem was really cool. It's made by the makers of Mass Effect. It had giant dinosaur monsters, but we've seen that with Horizon Zero Dawn, so it's whatevs. And then we got from EA Star Wars Battlefront 2. It looked good. I'm definitely gonna buy it. We'll see more later down the road. But EA gets sixth place. Bethesda came next with everything I expected. They had a very strong VR experience with Fallout 4. They had Skyrim VR, which was a big surprise, and Doom VFR for VR, which I'm very happy with. The only thing they did on the show that was impressive, Wolfenstein 2, A New Colossus. This game was everything I wanted from a Wolfenstein game. It's actually more than I was expecting, which led to a massive surprise in the way enemies react, the story, the version of Nazi Americana. It was gorgeous. The weaponry looks great. And just they lived up to all my expectations. Bethesda, you kicked ass on that Wolfenstein and exceeded all my expectations. So fourth place, I got everything I wanted from Sony. But it was everything I expected. There were no surprises, and that was the problem. I got all my PSVR announcements. I got my standalone Uncharted. I got my standalone DLC, Horizon Zero Dawn. I got the moment of show for me was the Shadow of Colossus, and then God of War. But it's everything we expected. I can just move on, so it's not a big deal. But we got the Destiny 2 exclusivity, which really is just spitting in the face of everybody who doesn't own a PlayStation. And it's a nice move for Sony, in my opinion, because it makes everybody just want to play that game on a Sony platform so you can get everything. Bravo, nice move. If I was a Microsoft fanboy or a PC fanboy, I'd be highly disappointed. But I'm going to play this thing on a PS4 Pro anyway. So bravo, Sony. Get that exclusivity. And Sony closed out the show with Spider-Man, which looked amazing. I loved the way the game seemed to be open world. I actually didn't mind the QuickTime events. They seemed to really drive the story home. And whether you actually succeed in your task, it reminded me a little bit of Arkham VR, but even better because Spider-Man's a lot smarter than Bruce Wayne, and he had amazing gadgets and just all these different ways to use his spider abilities and capture people and tie them up and get them stuck to walls. It looks like the creativity is just gonna be fun, and I'm gonna love to play in that Spider-Man sandbox, cause there was nothing new. Then we got Microsoft One X, $500, a little too pricey. I think PlayStation 4 Pro is gonna probably murder them just because of the price, and they're probably gonna drop it by $50 on Black Friday, so it'll sell for $350. But I don't know if they have enough games. That's the problem. I think Metro's going to be on PS4. I think they got Forza 7, which is going to look great. I think they got Minecraft 4. I mean, Microsoft did a great job. They have more exclusives. They got PlayerUnknown's Battlefront, Battlegrounds, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's a really great IP to get. And overall, they did a little tiny bit better, but they all seem to be timed exclusives, so I can't really rate Microsoft too high, so they get third place. But whenever you go for the most powerful console that's also the smallest in history, I'm going to give you a good ranking, and Microsoft gets third place. I can't help it. But now we get to second place, and I give it to Ubisoft. It was an emotional press conference, and they surprised me. They gave me stuff that I really wanted to see. The Raving Rabbids Cross Mario with Shigeru Miyamoto looked great. This is like XCOM Mario. This is something that I've never thought they would do. Share their intellectual properties with other developers. I want to see much more of this, and I want to see Nintendo really sharing their IPs with other developers. Like Ubisoft, bravo. with making a game that looks so gorgeous. But next they had Skull and Bones, which is taking, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and really giving it its own creative touch, and hopefully giving it that Dota feel with different ships and different ways of invading and stealing booty from other players online and really making something new. Next, I can almost skip everything in the press conference because we got Beyond Good and Evil 2. And even though we didn't get to see gameplay, this is a game that's been gestating forever and it's finally here and it's real and it's finally announced. Like, I can't wait to play this 2 or 3 years from now. I know it's going to take a lot of work to develop these worlds, but bravo Ubisoft, and the emotional, just family environment of bringing your whole development community was something that brought tears to my eyes. And I thought Ubisoft is just a great company because in the past they had too many annual releases, and now they're slowing down development and really building games that grow and build into what the fans truly want over time. So, bravo to Ubisoft, they get my second place. And I wasn't even going to put Nintendo in this for number one, but Nintendo, you blew my mind. You had Metroid Prime 4, Metroid 3DS, Fire Emblem, Switch, Pokemon True Mainline RPG, Switch. You have Pokken Tournament, you got Splatoon 2, you got ARMS. Like, Nintendo, wow, bravo. Like, you blew my mind. Like the Zelda DLC in Skyrim with the amiibo support, the Zelda DLC with the 4 new amiibos in Breath of the Wild. Like, amazing. And now you have this Master Quest Trials mode. So I'm going to go back to Breath of the Wild and put way too much, probably another 30 hours into that game. And then, oh my god, Mario Odyssey with the Odyssey ship, you finally know. And then you get to see the dinosaur now and the way you can actually, it's not powers anymore in Mario. You throw the hat and become anything you want in Mario. Like, you blew my mind, Nintendo. Like, Reggie, bravo, you sold me. I'm buying a Switch as soon as I can get one. I wish I would have got some Super Smash, but I can't even hate because you gave me everything else that I wanted. In addition to that, I got Rocket League cross-platform, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Wow. And then we got a Yoshi and a Kirby. Like, Nintendo far exceeded my expectations. I didn't think they were going to have this type of firepower to bring it the Switch and the new 3DS. Like, these are the games that I wanted. I've so been wanting a Metroid Prime 4, and I've so been wanting a mainline 2D Samus game or a Metroid game for my 3DS. I'm so happy right now. I'm elated. This Mario game looks better than anything I've ever seen in a Mario game. This is going right back to Mario 64 and Sunshine, where you get these sandboxes that you can do whatever you want and grow. Nintendo, you win. So Nintendo, bravo, and if you keep this up, the Nintendo Switch is going to be a massive success. And I wish you nothing but the highest level of success. Thank you, Nintendo, for truly bringing it to E3 this year with the Nintendo Spotlight. Bravo. This is Game Tato. I'm Dustin the Grinch signing out. Nintendo killed it this year with the surprises. They defied my expectations.